Hey everyone! Welcome to Colorful Seasons. My name is Victoria and I'm a software engineer at Google. Today is a very special day because it's my 5th Googleversary! Yay! Woo! 5 years is quite a long time, isn't it? I've had a sometimes smooth, sometimes bumpy ride, and thousands of life lessons along the way. In this video, I'll just sum up 5 most important lessons that I've learned during my time at Google. Are you ready? Let's jump!
Disclaimer, my opinions are my own. I am not representing Google in this video.
Number 1. Imposter syndrome is real, but it's not the truth. When I first joined Google, I was super excited, but also a bit scared. Google has such a reputation of having brilliant employees. These questions form in my head. Am I good enough? Do I belong here? Having an unrealistic expectations of myself, something that I'm quite an expert of, doesn't help either. I have this idea in my mind that a Google software engineer should be a total geek who spends most of their time thinking or talking about tech. I wasn't like that. I have diverse hobbies, and I don't really follow tech that much apart from my job. This thought gave me an imposter syndrome. I felt that I wasn't an ideal engineer. But the truth is, it's only in my mind. As long as I do my job and fulfill my team expectations, I am an ideal engineer. I also talk to people, my managers, mentors, and more senior colleagues, and they convince me that I belong here. In fact, Google appreciates uniqueness and diversity, and we are encouraged to be our real selves, which leads me to lesson number 2. Number 2. I am free to be myself, respectfully. I still remember the very first question I asked my then manager, "What should I wear to work?" And his answer was, "As long as you wear something." Maybe you can tell, I really like fashion. I like to express myself with fashion and I like to experiment with fashion. During the Halloween party in 2022, I dressed up as Alphabet from Wicked. I got totally green. Fashion is not the only area where I express myself. I also decorate my workstation with pink things. On a deeper level, being free to be myself means that I am accepted for who I am, quirkiness and all. I feel safe and I feel that I belong. Having these feelings actually improves my happiness and consequently my productivity at work. As long as I respect others' individuality as well, I am encouraged to show myself. Number 3. Opportunities are everywhere. As a huge company with employees from diverse backgrounds, Google supports various ERGs or employee resource groups and social clubs. It's a very supportive and encouraging community, and I make the most of it to make friends in the office, improve my soft skills, and fulfill my social needs. Let's see. During my 5 years at Google, I've done the following things. Volunteer for the Asian Group's Lunar New Year event, started a social group after COVID, in which my fellow organizers and I organized day trips, board game nights, karaoke sessions, and Halloween parties. I got a citizenship award for starting this club. I also introduced Indonesian culture with my fellow Indonesian Googlers, such as chicken noodle in our kitchen sink session, and then a batik table. Number 4. Work independently and own your projects. At Google, the more senior you grow, the more you are expected to work independently, define your own scope in a long-term project, and eventually lead a project. I have weekly one-on-one meetings with my manager, and depending on the team, weekly team meetings where I can update them about my project. I never been micromanaged. Feeling a sense of ownership is the key to success. What does it mean? It means when I'm working on a project, the project is mine, and that I have to feel a sense of ownership. The project represents my ability and my skills as an engineer. When I started here, I was afraid I would break Google's code, but it's actually not true because we have a lot of tests and reviews that we need to pass before we can actually submit the code. It's much better and more freeing to think that I own my projects. That way, I can contribute more of my ideas, feel my impact in the company, and actually be happier at work. Number 5. People matter most. You might think that the best thing about working in Google is that you work in a very nice office with free meals 3 times a day and free coffee and other amazing perks like the gym, music room, game room, and fancy pantries, which we call micro kitchen. It's not. The best thing is the people that I interact and work with. My teammates, managers, co-workers, my mentors and mentees. First of all, my managers. Managers manage your long-term career, and it's best that you get along with them. If I have struggles or expectations, I tell them. I also trust that they will correct me if I need it. Usually, but not always, a manager is also a team lead or a TL. A TL talks about the direction of the team, project prioritization, and division. Instead of talking about my long-term career, I talk about project updates with my TL. And then my teammates. I'm very lucky that I have amazing teammates who support my back. Of course, I support them as well. I get to know my teammates better during lunchtime and after work socials. I also make friends outside my immediate team. Since Google hires a lot of great people, I can always learn many things from my coworkers. Google also has many mentorship programs. So far, I've had 4 mentors and a life coach who all help me navigate numerous choices and opportunities at Google. It's good to have mentors who are not your teammates because they can offer you a new perspective. So there you have it. 5 of the biggest things I've learned during my 5 years at Google. It's been an incredible journey and I'm so excited to see what the future holds. Here's to many more years of learning, growing, and making memories at this amazing company. Woohoo! Until then, see you!